So let me show you how I lit and shot these images in my small home studio. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel and welcome to my small home studio. Now this studio is only about 3.5 meters deep and 2 meters wide. Well, technically the shooting area. Of course, the studio is a little bit bigger, but I just wanted to demonstrate how you can actually create beautiful images in a relatively small space. Now today's concept is basically all about colors. We will be shooting our friend Brent, who will be wearing a lot of clothing from Benetton. Now, if you're not familiar with Benetton, it's actually known for vibrant colors. That's why we decided to use this beautiful backdrop right here from Clot Studio. I chose this one for the green and the beige, which will make the colors really pop out, and this is hand painted and therefore it's going to give a lot of depth. Beautiful backdrop. This is about 9 feet high and 7 feet wide. That's why it's a little bit bigger than my shooting area, but they have smaller versions of this one. Absolutely in love with these backdrops. Now the light that I will be using is this one, my Profoto B10X Plus and the B10. So two lights. Well, basically you could use any light, but what I'm doing now is I actually have clamshell lighting. Now it's modified using the 42 cm octabank from Magmod and a strip light, and it's shaped like a clam, like this. That's a standard beauty shot that's normally in front of your subject, but today I want it off center to create that beautiful side light, just to give natural beautiful light with a hint of a pop. So let's see how this one will turn out, but let's talk about the camera that I'll be using first. So the camera that I'm using is my Sony A1 Mark II, and today I'm using a 35mm 1.4 GM lens because I want the entire backdrop to be seen. Now you might be wondering what this is. This is a monitor from Axoon, and why do I have it here? Well, technically, let me do it now. I can record, or I can do a screen recording of what my camera is seeing, so you could see everything straight out of the camera and see how these lights affect the image. But another important reason on why this is here is because this is the most color accurate monitor that I have used to date. So it's really beautiful for me to be able to see exactly what I'm shooting with the correct colors. Okay, so that's the Axoon M7 Pro. So my settings are 1/320, f1.4, ISO 100. So what you're seeing now is actually not the actual representation of this exposure. Let me do it. Live view effects on, and that's actually the exposure. Basically, I turned it off so that I can shoot, I can see the subject that I am shooting. So let me turn this one off again. There you go. And of course, my white balance is set at 6000 Kelvin because these Profoto lights are more or less 6000 Kelvin. So with that out of the way, let's call in my model for today, Brent. Come on in, Brent. Perfect. So it's not Coco today, guys, but you know what? We've got an equally good looking model here. Okay, so we decided to use yellow just so that it pops out, but definitely we'll be playing around with a few more layouts later. And I have my light set here because the profile that I like shooting Brent is this way. So I am actually doing side lighting there. Okay, 1, 2. Beautiful. Look at that. That's so beautiful already. It just gives the look of natural window light coming from this general direction. Now, one thing that you guys might be wondering is that why is it not facing him directly? Because I want to actually feather the light. Feathering the light makes the light a little bit softer, but at the same time, it basically removes the hot spots. Because you could see that the light is coming from here, right? So it's actually hitting away from Brent. Therefore, you're not getting any hot spots on his face. So that's the reason why I like feathering the light. Okay, Brent, let's do this. And you guys might be wondering again why I have the background there on top scene. Well, I am actually shooting for Instagram, so I know I'm going to be cropping it 4:5, so that's why. All right, let's go. Beautiful. One more profile going here. Nice. Actually, I can bring this one down so that I can get a full body shot. But then the floor is going to be seen. I don't want to do that. Good. Shooting wider so that I have the ability to crop, since I am using the A1 Mark II with a 50 megapixel sensor. More than enough megapixel to crop in. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we're going to change up the outfit now. Now Brent changed his outfit already. Look at the contrast of this one. Beautiful. Love it. Maybe let's do something more playful. You could be walking. Okay. Now, whenever we're doing walking shots, this is what we do. We don't really walk. It's just one step. Brent's a professional model, so he's going to get this immediately. Okay. On the count. 1, 2. Perfect. There we go. See? One more. 1, 2. Nice. You want to accessorize this with a bag?
Sure.
I think that will look perfect. And by the way, thank you very much, Brent, for replacing Coco today, because Coco's so happy she's actually behind the camera. All right, there we go. Look at all the pops of color. This is for Benetton. There, perfect. Profile going towards me. Good, straight towards the camera. Tilt your head this way slightly. Good. And a hint of a smile. Good. Nice, perfect. And that's how we use clamshell lighting a different way. It doesn't necessarily have to be in front of the subject all the time. You could have it off center. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. All right. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell. And once again, just to recap, I'm using my Profoto B10X Plus here, a B10 here. This backdrop is from Clot Studio. I'll put the link in the description below. And of course, my Axon monitor and my Sony cameras. Now, if you want to see some of the output photos that I've already done, you could always find me in my social media sites on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all at Jiggie Alejandrino. And of course, don't forget to once again subscribe, and while you're at it, click that notification bell. Okay, till the next video. All right, perfect. Okay, change outfit. Nice. You know what? I'm gonna try to do a full body shot for this one. Take out the live view. Perfect. All right, there we go. Nice. Good. Love it. Perfect. Nice.